Nothing says ease and comfort and deliciousness to me like a one pot dish, right? So you just get like different ingredients, stick them all together, throw them in the oven, and you're good to go, and you have a fantastic full meal. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a sweet potato chicken bake that is so yummy, lemony and honey, and it's just delicious. Delicious. So like I said in the intro, everything is so easy when you're using one pot, right? Or one pan. So today I am using this Pyrex dish. This is a glass dish. I'm just going to throw all my ingredients right into there and bake them. So this can't be easier. Sweet potatoes and chicken. So these are our sweet potatoes. I have dipped these in water so that they don't brown. Actually, sweet potatoes turn gray, so that they don't gray. And some drumsticks, salt, pepper, and cayenne, lemon juice, and honey, and some olive oil to drizzle. That is all you need. I'm going to throw everything. It's so simple because I'm just going to throw everything in the little dish, and that's it. I have been warming my oven at 200 degrees Celsius. It's heating up now while I put this together. It can't be easier. So let me drain my potatoes and get right to it. So I have chopped my sweet potato into cubes. This is a hard thing to do. If you've ever tried to cut a sweet potato, you know it's a bit hard. You should use a chopping board. It's not as easy as a regular white potato. So this is a cube of any size. Honestly, you're just trying to create bite-sized pieces. So whatever you want to do is good for you. Now look at this process. You're just throwing these in, right? As simple as that. I'm going to give them a little salt. And I'm being generous here because this dish is going to be, like all by itself, is going to be the entire meal. So I'm being quite generous with how I season. And some cayenne. And just toss these together. Right? After that, when all your potatoes are covered, you want to drizzle some olive oil onto the potatoes. So you don't want these to stick to the bottom, obviously. And you want to make sure that they cook and they grill nicely. So you want a nice, generous drizzle of olive oil, and then just toss again. So you cover these completely with the what is this called? With the herbs and the mix and the spice, and then with the olive oil. And then you move on to your honey. So both our potatoes and our chicken are going to have honey on them. But the lemony zestiness is going to come from the chicken. So I'm just going to grab my honey. Hold on. Wait. Yeah. So I'm just going to grab my honey and drizzle right onto the potatoes. This will also add a great amount of sweetness to the potato. And then you just mix that together. So two options. Sometimes people want to cook the potatoes first to make sure that they cook through and then add the chicken, but that would not be an easy one-pot recipe. So I'm just going to put my potatoes to the side. So this is what they're looking like. Nice and flavored and honey and shiny and delicious. And I'm going to take my chicken. So I'm going to do the same thing. I need to season my chicken, right? So salt, pepper, once again. And now this I'm going to rub in to the chicken. All right. Just add a little more. Make sure, I always try to think, you could also cook this without the skin, but if you are using the skin, please make sure that you rub under the skin also so that the flavor goes everywhere. You don't want there to be a situation where you don't have enough flavor in your chicken. So I am only using 5 drumsticks today. You can obviously create this for as many people as you want with as much food as you want. That's the great thing also about a one-pot dish. You can do whatever you want and make as much as you want. So I'm just going to take a lemon, because now we're moving on to lemon juice. I'm going to take a lemon, squeeze it up, cut it in half, and I'll be right back. So you want the juice of 1 lemon. I have just squeezed and halved this lemon. You can obviously do this in a bowl, but because I'm using such a small number of pieces, I can just do it right on a plate because I'm going to throw everything, like I mentioned, into the Pyrex dish. So I just squeeze out the lemon juice onto the chicken and make sure that it coats every single piece of chicken. and rub that in and turn that around on the plate so that every part of the chicken gets flavored. And then, as simple as that, I'm going to bring my dish right back and place my chicken right on top of my potatoes. All right, and there you go. Any extra juice that I have on the plate, anything like that, I'm just going to throw that in. Now I have some dried rosemary. I actually dried this rosemary myself. I had bought it fresh, but because I didn't manage to use all of it, I just went on to dry it, which was basically just to store it in a cool, dry place. It'll dry by itself. So I'm just going to break up this rosemary a little bit and sprinkle it right on top. And just like that, you have a one-pot dish that's going to be delicious when you cook it. So I'm going to throw this into the oven. It's really as easy as that to assemble. I'm going to throw this in, put it in the oven for about 40 minutes, halfway. I'm just going to move things around as it cooks, making sure that nothing is burning, nothing is drying. If at some point in the course of making this meal you find that it's getting really dry, you can add some stock, add some water, just to make sure that it's still moist. But yeah, that is it. I'm just going to throw this into the oven. Remember, my oven has been heating at 200 degrees Celsius, right? So I'm just gonna put that right in there. And then we're gonna wait. And that is it. We're just gonna wait. So many minutes later, and aromas later, and deliciousness later, we have our one pot sweet potato bake. Sweet potato chicken bake. And the plane is flying as always. So I'm just gonna run right through it and pretend that there's no plane above me. Okay, so now we're gonna open the oven, right? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. So the little thing that I added, I cut up some capsicum, yellow and red, just in the middle of the cook, and threw it in just to add a different dimension of flavor. Remember, there's honey in here, there's lemon in here. It's just so delicious. In fact, let me just serve some up. Oh my guys. Oh my guys. I'm just gonna serve some up. Grab some of the potatoes. Grab some of the veg. Maybe another piece of chicken in there. Oof. And here we go. So here we go, 2 delicious pieces of chicken, some sweet potatoes, some vegetables. You can make a salad on the side of this. You can serve this with a sauce. I have a sauce recipe on this channel also. You can also add more honey, more lemon juice as you go along. Just remember that there's so much honey and sweetness and deliciousness on this. Okay, so I'm just going to taste it. But I know that this is so hot. Look at how soft that potato was. This is so hot. I'm even afraid. Let me just talk to you for a second while I cool this off so that I don't burn myself on camera. So remember, you are cutting this into bite-sized pieces, whatever you want. Remember, this was all done in one pot. So cleanup is minimal, effort is minimal, and that's exactly what I want for you guys on this channel. Okay, I think I can handle it now. So, oh my. So the lemon, I want to taste the rosemary, the honey. Everything is really great. I'll have some capsicum also. I need to just stop eating and finish this video so that I can go back to this meal. So remember, this can be made in minutes with minimal effort. It comes out really delicious. Please try this at home. Let me know when you do. I would love to see a picture of this recipe on your channels or on your Instagram, your Twitter, any of your social media handles. I would love to see this. You are what you eat, so please eat well. And remember to join me in the future so that I can continue to show you how to have your cake and eat it.